The one thing that's a key benefit about this Pinnacle is there's many of the competitors' units that are $140,000, where these may sell in the 80s or 90s, and they may be a one-year warranty, just bigger cabinets and some other things. So there's a lot of value in here without spending a fortune. So right here we have the Pinnacle. This is the regular paint that's on here. This also is available in full body paint. That's one difference that the North Point does not provide. So you have two different colors of full body paint available if you'd like to bring that into play. It has a lot of the same features on the outside that the North Point did, the MORryde pin box, the hydraulic jacks. A few differences, and the main one, let's step around to the back because that's really one of the biggest outside differences. The other one was just a flat back, where on the back of all the Pinnacles they have a gel coat fiberglass cap. It's a much higher end cap than on the other ones. Just gives a real classy look. One other thing they have on the outside that the North Point does not provide, and nor does my competitor, it's a slide-out TV area. This TV is connected to the stereo system inside. You could put a DVD, and then, you know, if you were outside and it was a nice night, kids are by the bonfire, wherever you're camping, you could watch a movie under the stars. Let's take a walk around the other side. This has the same smart lighting system and frameless windows and receiver hitch. One thing that on all the Pinnacles and North Point that we have available that my competitors don't provide is when it comes to the air conditioning system, they're prepped for a third air. Most of my competitors don't allow a third air. These all have two 15,000, but on the Pinnacle we even order the third air. So this will have three 15,000 BTU air conditioning systems. They're all ducted. One thing to mention, because I know the question will come, you cannot run all three of the air at the same time, only two at a time, because it will pop the breakers. So I just wanted to pass that information on. As we walk around to this side, again, it'll have the same slide awning covers that you see over the slides, the same back panel for the refrigerator, and it will have also the same service center. But one key factor that people really enjoy on the Pinnacle that's not on the North Point is right here. Your 50 amp cord that was connected on the North Point is actually on a power cord reel, which when you push a button, it will come out. And then also when you're hooked up and push a button, it will auto retract. So if it's dirty and muddy, you don't have to fold that up and put it away. You can easily just push the button, the cord will retract inside, and off you go down the road. One difference also here between the North Point is the MORryde suspension. It's a 3000 suspension. In the North Point, this is a 4000 in this one. Most of my competitors in any level are only going to have the 3000, so this has a bigger suspension. One other thing you may not be able to maybe notice, but one other difference between the North Point and the Pinnacle is the Pinnacle is a standard 96 inches wide, which is 8 foot. The North Point is, the Pinnacle is 6 inches wider. It's a 102-inch wide body. Most other coaches are not that wide, so you have more space inside, which you'll see shortly. We'll go ahead inside. This particular model is actually, first I guess I should tell you, is the 36 kPTS. It's basically a large kitchen triple slide unit. It weighs 14,186 pounds with a gross weight of 16,000. The actual overall length is 41 foot 1 inch. So this would be definitely a dually pull. Again, if you have any questions about trucks, we have tow rating guides. We'll be happy to go over all that with you and match up the exact truck to your needs. This again has the same 0-degree gravity MORryde above steps, which are better than the steel steps, again, as I said. Pulls down. One other key advantage, we have the larger extendable grab handle. Most of our competitors have a small grab handle. Let's go inside.
Hey folks, make sure to give us a like and subscribe below for content just like this. And make sure to check back here often for a lot more content. Let's get back to the video.
This also comes in two different color patterns, but it's different than what the North Point was. They've now added the modern farmhouse, but the other color is not cashmere. In this one, it's called silver mist. So it gives a tinge of silver to give a little contrast to some of the lighter countertops, but it's not as light as the modern farmhouse. This particular unit, one change they've made in the refrigerators compared to what you saw in the North Point, this is still a 21 cubic foot refrigerator. This happens to be 4-door where the other one was not, and they no longer have the ice and water. Still a real nice refrigerator. It's on the same inverter situation as the other one. This also has the hard surface countertops, stainless steel sinks. They're bigger sinks than in the North Point. This is a bigger island than what was in the North Point. It's the same stove and oven, same convection microwave. This just happens to have more drawers and cabinets than the North Point. One other thing I wanted to tell you about these drawers, as well as the cabinets, and I'll get to both. Number one, the drawers themselves are all plywood, and they're weight rated at 75 pounds. Most of my competitors are only 45 pounds. So it's a much stronger wood drawer to put everything in. And as you can see, there's different utensil trays within the drawers. Also the cabinets, a lot of my competitors will have stapled cabinets. All of mine are screwed and glued. They're also very strong. I could hang from these cabinets and they would not move, and some of my competitors, they could tear off. Also, in regards to the Magnum Truss roof, I'm not sure how much I talked about that on the North Point, but I want to re-emphasize the Magnum Truss roof is weight rated to 4,500 pounds. It has astrofoil insulation throughout that and throughout all the walls. And based on that 4,500 pound rating, obviously it can handle people to be up on the roof. But the key with that is if you have a thunderstorm and a tree branch, one tree branch a foot wide could have over 3,000 pounds of pressure. Most of my competitors have a 2,500 pound rated roof. So if that branch does fall on my unit, you make an insurance claim. On theirs, potentially, you could be calling an ambulance. One other thing I want to talk about while we're standing in here is the insulation system. We have what's called a climate shield. A lot of competitors will say, hey, I've got an R25 floor, I've got an R35 floor, I've got an R45 floor. And they'll say, well, your R factor is not as high as my R factor. Well, my question to them is going to be simply back this. What does that R factor tell you for how low the temperature can go or how high it can go to maintain standard room temperature? Everyone has told me, I don't know. So the R factor alone doesn't help you. One thing Jayco does, even though they'll provide R factors, is they use what's called a climate shield system. And that, with the radiant barrier insulation and heating underneath and other insulation, allows you to be able to maintain this unit down to 0 degrees and up to 100 degrees, where it will maintain standard room temperature at 70 as well in the holding tanks. And the telltale testimonial just recently happened. About a month ago, as all of you know, here in Texas, we had a severe cold weather breakout where temperatures got down to 0, in some cases below 0. There was a YouTube video you can still find out there of a couple that had bought a Pinnacle from us and were using it when that storm hit and stayed in it throughout the entire storm. And their adage in the YouTube video was, it handled it, we're doing great, we made it through, we love our Pinnacle. So that's something I want to tell you. It's a proven thing. It's not just a statistic thing. The Pinnacle will take care of you in all different situations. A few other things I want to point out. You have a bigger TV in the Pinnacle. Being a higher end unit, it's going to provide you a bit more. The TV just pops up electric here. This is a 50-inch. The other was smaller. Don't have to bring that all the way up. Also, you have the same type of fireplace. That's going to be a 5,000 BTU electric furnace. And with that, it gives you the capability when at a campground to produce more heat. Also, this has an oversized entry door. Another difference between the Pinnacle and the North Point. In the North Point, they had roller shades, but it was just an opaque night shade. These also come with a mesh day shade, so you can have no shade, day shade, or night shade. One other thing I want to point out about the windows, a lot of my competitors will not have tinted windows. They'll just be a plain window. Even if it's just a tinted window without being a dual pane window, it has protection from ultraviolet radiation coming in, so it's going to make this unit even cooler as an added bonus. Outside of that, we have, again, the hide-a-bed sofa in the queen hide-a-bed. Lots of accentuated lighting, a lot more cabinets with stained glass in the Pinnacle. Some upgrades that are there that I wanted to point out. Also in all of these Pinnacles, as we head up this way, the king bed is standard here. In my competitors' units, it's going to be an option. And as we head up this way, we have another huge walk-in shower that my competitors do not have. I want you to see that. We've got solid surface countertops in the bathroom. My competitors generally don't have that as well. It's not in the North Point, so that's another difference. As you come in here, you can actually see the king bed with the second 15,000 BTU air. One thing I want to point out in regards to the closet It has a light sensor as you walk up, but compared to the North Point, this is also a cedar suite closet. So you have cedar wood in here, gives a nice feel and smell. Same connections for washer dryer are here as were in the other one. And one other convenience that I'm going to point out, we're going to head back outside because that concludes the inside, but there is one other thing I want to re-emphasize on the outside. On the other side comes standard in this unit, 2 40-pound propane bottles. My competitors are going to have 2 30-pound bottles, but if you have generator prep, whether you use it or not, you get the third 40-pound bottle. So you're going to have 120 pounds of propane available, which is by far the best in the industry. So again, between that and everything they are giving you, you have the best operations in the industry. So just remember, again, these have the 2-year plus 3-year warranty. We want you to come out and see us at Vaught RV. Remember, we're on Facebook and we're also on YouTube. And our phone number is 817-831-1800. We'd love to talk to you more. I'm going to pass you back to Anthony now. Have a good day.
Thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions, be sure to drop a comment below. Or if you have any suggestions on content you'd like to see, we'd love to hear about that. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again from Vaught RV.